You are the algorithm of your life. Hola, beautiful soul. Welcome to my channel. It's Jody. Today I want to share with you a perspective on you are your own algorithm. So we know about algorithms through, keystrokes on our computer, what we watch on YouTube, Instagram, for example. The more I go into YouTube, the videos I've been watching, more of the same stuff or that channel will show up, right? Same with Instagram. I'm a photographer in my other life, and I like to follow photographers and artists as the most. So that's what gets shown to me. And it's the same thing for your life. It really, really is, because we don't seem to understand. Well, it's because partially how we've been programmed. That's why they get the kids so young into schools, because the programming is set up mostly by the time we're about 7, because we're in like a theta state, and that is a state before sleep, which if you want to really start shifting things, that is the best time to start. I'm going to continue, like, share with you what to say and do. But theta state is, that meditation right before sleep. And kids are just an open sponge. They're absorbing everything. Even though they may look like they're playing, they're still absorbing everything around themselves. So that's why they like to get them so young. But I'm over the age of 50. And I think people that are coming to my channel now are over the age of 50, but it doesn't matter what your age is because it's just a number. And we're talking with the universe here. It doesn't care what your number is. It doesn't care the year of your birth date. It doesn't. So what works is just as we get older, we get more set in our ways, right? Oh, that's just me. That's my personality. These are habits. But you can pattern break at any time. We are the algorithm. And how we become our own algorithm is by what we are observing. Because whatever we are observing, giving our attention to, our focus, our energy, our awareness, our consciousness, which is all just a different word for the same thing. Energy flows where attention goes. So if you're constantly complaining about something, or it's like going to YouTube and watching a really shitty movie, and you keep going back trying to rewatch it, when there's a lot of other channels out there, there's a lot of other movies out there, but you keep picking the shittiest movies and you keep watching them. You keep talking about your problems, you keep talking about your co-workers, or you can't lose weight, or you always have credit card debt, or your partner's an idiot, or I could go on, right? The list is pretty endless. But what if you broke pattern and started talking and thinking differently? Because when you understand that reality is nothing but a mirror, a feedback loop for what you're thinking and feeling, and if you think your coworkers are a bunch of idiots or bitches or whatever, or you never have enough, or you're not good enough, or your partner's an idiot, that's how they have to show up. Because that's what you're projecting out. Reality can only reflect back what you're projecting out. And you might be thinking, no, my coworkers are idiots. But what if you just decided to, for a week, try it for a week. Don't take my word for it. Try it. It's your life, your reality. You're the controller, the chooser, the decider, the writer, the programmer, the coder, the main character. You are your reality. So why not choose something else? Why not start telling yourself in the morning, God, I can't wait to get to work. It's going to be the best day ever. My coworkers are amazing. They always compliment me. We work together great. And you go on a rampage, and at first it may seem weird. It may seem uncomfortable, because remember, you've been practicing this way of being for a long time, right? More than 5 years, chances are. It could be less, but you can also look back over your life and look at, to see if there's patterns, different faces, different places, but the same energies, right? Sorry, that was a loud truck in the background there. Anyways, we only do one take here. So what if you started really looking at your partner with, you know, they are so romantic. They are so considerate of me. We have this amazing communicative, nurturing relationship. And you go on those little rampages instead of saying, oh, he's such an idiot. He always throws his clothes in the floor and he does this and he does that. Why don't you say, wow, I can't believe he always picks up his clothes, even though you might be picking them up? Or just leave them and stay in the energy of he always picks up his own clothes. You might be surprised and come back and see that all the clothes are picked up. Because what you focus on, you get. Energy flows where attention goes. And if you understand reality creation, you're always creating, and reality can only reflect back to you who you are being. So you are the algorithm of your reality. And you can change it at any time, no matter what the age. That's the fun part. And the 3D is going to 3D. And the ego is going to try and pull you back. No, your partner's an idiot. No, your coworkers are goofballs. Like, nope. Decide what you want and stay there, no matter what the 3D is going to show you. Because there's sometimes lag time, right? And the ego's trying to pull you back. No, remember, they're idiots. No, they're not. I know how this ends. This is what I'm choosing now. They aren't. They're amazing. They're beautiful. They're wonderful. They're great co-workers. And watch how it shifts. It might not happen in a day. Maybe it might not happen in a week. It could. It really could. If you really go all in and saturate and go, yeah, they're fantastic. They are the best. I can't wait to get to work. We always have such an amazing time. We work well together. Every day flies by past because everyone's just sinking, and go on those rampages about anything and everything. Now, I've talked about that before, if you've watched any of my recent previous videos, about even if you go to the coffee shop and you always get the worst service, standing in line, it always takes so long. Start telling yourself before you even get there, I'm going to breeze in, there's no lineup, I get the best service, and my coffee always tastes amazing because I am amazing. Remember, it starts with self, right? If you are not feeling good or talking schmack about yourself, reality has to reflect it back. You are your reality, therefore you are your own algorithm. So if you are thinking great thoughts about yourself and expecting the best because you're thinking and feeling the best, therefore projecting the best, only the best can show up. That's really how simple it is. Not always easy. And yes, feeling, if you add the feeling, like you really get in, wow, things can shift instantly. Because remember, if you had a really bad experience, and even a traumatic experience, it only took once to imprint you. And then it played out from there, right? And you may think, well, that's kind of being delusional, isn't it? Absolutely. But how you got to where you are, you were delusional because you keep going from your truth. Your truth is you were created in the image of God. God is perfect, whole, and complete, which means so are you. But we give meaning to experiences and things, and usually against ourselves, because that's how this reality programs us from the outside in, and we think it's true. You know, I'm 5'2". I'm not chesty. I'm bigger in the thighs. So for a long time, I thought I was not beautiful, inadequate, not good enough because I didn't measure up to what the 3D told me was beautiful. And finally, I said one day, I've had enough. And that's where you have to decide. I'm not letting the outside tell me who I am anymore. I'm not letting the 3D bitch slap me around. No, I decide. So I tell myself every day how beautiful I am, how amazing I am, how perfect I am, because who defined beauty? Who defined perfection? The 3D? Ego represents the 3D. And the 3D really is, if you want to go deeper, Satan. It's where we are never good enough, never rich enough, pretty enough, thin enough, exciting enough. We never had, we're not good, not good enough. All the advertising, all the ads, and then they have these really high paid actors, actresses, musicians, sports players that distract us really well, right? There's nothing different from the Roman days of building the cathedrals and letting people indulge in alcohol and food while there's sports to distract. Different face, different place, same energies, right? Look at all the football stadiums as an example. I have nothing against sports, but they're rigged, and they're distractors, and it's always a distractor keeping you from you. So you decide how you want to live your reality. You decide on what kind of algorithm you're going to have, because the decision, the choice is always up to you. You may think you don't have it or that power, but you do. So if the bodysuit was to die tomorrow, you, me, let's take me, Jody now doesn't exist. All my thoughts, my feelings, my traumas, my dramas, my labels, my certifications, eventually my bank accounts are done. I'm now a memory. And a memory is just a thought in the moment of now. So you decide. You are your reality. You are the algorithm of your reality. You decide what you want to observe. And the more you observe something, the more you're going to get it, because that's how reality works, just like Instagram, just like YouTube. So start watching a beautiful movie. You choose. Maybe an adventurous movie, maybe a romantic movie, maybe a comedy, maybe all of it combined. Why not? You get to decide. Always choose for you. That's the part of our free will. So, if you have any questions, leave them down below. But remember, you are that powerful. You are the powerful operant of your reality. You're the coder, the programmer, the writer, the dreamer, the main character. Choose. Choose wisely. Choose for you. Choose to have an amazing day today, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for being here.